Americans helping Americans and AMP Live. I'm going to turn this one on too. We're streaming live on several platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all those other good places. In regards to the 5 days to a deal challenge, so this is live. We're going to stream it live, and then it'll be edited and cut, or we'll just leave it live and uncut. As always, 9 times out of 10, going to monetize it and put it on all the other um, platforms. At the end of the day, this is a business. We are in the business of buying, fixing, flipping real estate, whether it's single family, multifamily, you got storage units, all that good stuff. The methods work with everything. There is a little bit difference from single family and multifamily. We're going to talk about the 5 days to a deal challenge. I'm going to talk about how we're actually going to get 5 deals within 5 days. Okay, we're going to go through the same process. There's a link down below. Take a look at it. I want to hear a little bit about yourself. And everybody is welcome. Everybody's going to be able to join. There is a free one, and then there is a paid one, okay? You know how that goes. And may not know who I am. My name is Erick. I'm from AHA, Americans Helping Americans. One American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States. I'm also the founder of AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, where we train and mentor people 7 days a week, if needed, throughout the United States, from the East Coast to the West Coast, and everything in between, okay? So that's what we do. That's my jam. That's what my passion is. My passion started off in marketing when I was younger, and then I moved from marketing into saying, you know what, I've always wanted to do real estate. So a little history on me. I've always wanted to do real estate, but I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I'd be able to do any type of real estate, let alone get a real estate license or do the numbers or figure out, hey, I got to have this awesome credit and hundreds of thousands of dollars to put down and do all these crazy things that, normal people think about doing in regards to real estate, right? So the entry point for some people, if you don't know what you don't know, is like astronomical. I'm not going to be able to do it, right? It's like saying, hey, I want to go become a software programmer. And you're like, you know what? Oh, man, I don't know shit about computers. Especially when I got started, it was a thing called DOS, right? It was / this, that, and you had to be a kind of like a nerd and doing all that coding stuff. Now, my thing is that if you set your mind to do it, and if you like it and you have a passion for it, then it's easier and you'll do it. Can you get burned out? Of course you can. That's why you got to have different things that kind of get your goat or get you going. For me, it was music. It was rock and roll. I love people. And I wanted to do that. That was my thing. So I figured, hey, I'll go do that. I'll have a regular job, play rock and roll, try to get signed to a major label or indie label, or just be a musician for the rest of my life. And, things happen. But real estate, I'm not going to lie, real estate kind of jumped out at me because I go, wow, hey, if I make all these dollars and stuff, where am I going to put my money? Where do people put their money, right? Where's the best place and the safest? There's always risk in real estate and anything you do, but it's always real estate. So I did some, studying, and I figured out, wow, that's the best place to go. It's the best place to put your money, or you can make money if you can learn it. But I said, hey, you know what? I don't know. I got to have a bunch of money to do that. I got to have a bunch of connections. I got to have credit and banks and all kinds of letters of credit and stuff like that. So, I got the bug when I was about maybe 15 years old. I talked my father into be my partner. It took a while, about 2 hours, because he's a hard-nosed guy and 20,000 questions, and he's got the NMA going, negative mental attitude against the positive mental attitude, which I didn't even know I had until I started reading Think and Grow Rich. But that was years and years later. But the story goes is that I talked my dad into, I wanted to go to a seminar. It was Irene, and I forgot the guys. They're a couple, and they trained in real estate, auctions, government auctions, and all that good stuff. Where you can, but my thing was like, hey, I can do the government stuff and sell stuff, and then I can have some money and I can go into real estate. And that was my thing. I figured I would just do real estate. So I talked my father, it was $500. Now, back then, $500 was a lot of money, especially for someone who's 15, 16 years old, right? And I'm going, geez, okay, be my partner, loan me the money, give me a credit card. I know you got good credit. I know you got credit cards and all that good stuff. This is the way to go. You've been wanting to do real estate for a long time, Dad. Let's do it. Let me go. I'll go to the damn thing. You got to work all the time because you're always on the road. And long story short, I talked to him. Finally said, okay, great. partners, write the shit down. 500 bucks for partners, 50-50. If it doesn't work out, you pay me back my 50 bucks, okay, on my 500 bucks. I said, all right, awesome. So that was the first time that I attended an actual big ass seminar where they had, hey, credit card arbitrage, where people were, hey, I got shoe boxes of credit cards to buy properties. They had other people about gold and silver. And it was kind of cool. It was like my first time I got in. I was like, okay, there was no age limit or anything. So it was pretty awesome to see that happen and how it worked. And then the real estate came on. They said all this stuff about real estate. I already know what I was there. I already knew I was going to buy. The reason I was going to do that is because in their fine print, they said, if you find the awesome, perfect deal, and that's the key word, right? Perfect deal, then we'll finance it and we'll partner with you and we'll JV, which I didn't know anything about. But I said, hey, if they're going to put up the money, I can hunt. I'll find property and they put it up and I'll get paid. But you got to read the fine print, right? So I learned a lesson there. So now I read everything in fine print and all that good stuff. I'm a contract freak. I love that stuff. I love structuring deals and putting that stuff together. That's now. But back then I didn't know. I just knew I was there for 500 bucks. I'm going to buy it. Took forever. I was like, man, hurry up with these other guys and gals selling shit. And they said, okay, here we go. We're done. We're not going to sell it for 10,000, 5,000. Oh no, we're going to throw this in, throw that in. It's 2,000. It's fine. You know what? We're going to do it for $500 if you buy right now. I already knew. I said, okay, cool. Went back there, filled out my stuff, and they gave me like 40 pounds of books and CDs and cassette tapes and a bunch of binders and stuff. I go, shit, that's a lot of shit to read, right? So, but in the fine print, it did say that, and the where I said perfect deal, right? And that's the key word, was perfect, meaning, hey, 10, 15, 20 cents on the dollar. It needed to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath property. It needed to be this amount of square footage, kind of like hedge funds. Okay, they want stuff in a certain criteria, or a buy box, as people are calling it now, right? Criteria. So I was like, man, this is bullshit. It's never going to happen. If I find a deal like that, I'll go to my dad. Hey, Dad, we need some credit cards, man. We have to fix and flip this shit ourselves. We'll figure it out, because the margins were so huge. But long story short, that's where it kind of started. And then I figured, man, you know what? Nobody's going to take me serious. I'm 15, 16 years old with hair out to here and shit, playing music. People aren't going to take me serious. And then I got a little, all the books and stuff. And I said, you know what? Like most people do, they take that stuff and they put it on the shelves. I believe I still have that stuff in a box somewhere, because I'm kind of a marketing hoarder physically, until we came into the internet and information age. And now you got hard drives of shit that you don't use, right? So maybe you understand where I'm coming from. But that's how I got the bug. And then, moved into the 20s. Then I got married, had my first son, my second son, my daughter. Worked a corporate gig for, I believe, 12 to 15 years. Worked my ass off. Also heard that, hey, you need 10,000 hours to become an expert, right? That's kind of, which is true. The guys, I'm going to go off subject real quick. But I did go out on Friday highlights, and I went to go check out this thing and go network, right? And they're talking about the same thing, right? Hey, it takes like 10,000 hours to become an expert and this and that. There's some good information. Seemed like very awesome people, good people. Met some great people there as well. But that was on Friday, so there's a video floating around. Check it out. I'll give you at the end. I'll kind of tell you, hey, I'll give you a little, a report of what it was about, and and all that good stuff, and the cost and what you can do. And you might be something that you want to do. The same token, yes, we train and we mentor. This is the 5 days to a deal challenge that I'm gonna go ahead and work with anybody who wants to come aboard in a group environment. That's the free one. And then there's a paid one. Paid is like our one-on-one mentoring, right? Think of it as 5 days of one-on-one mentoring with us, my team, and everybody. Our goal is to show you how to get your business up and running very quickly, to do deals. We're going to analyze those deals, whether they're going to be a fix and flip, a buy and hold, sub-2 deal. We'll joint venture with you, or we'll help you wholesale it and get it out there. The goal is to get you some money, right? And get us some money so we can do some deals, right? So on the paid one. But on the free one, hey, jump in. It's the same thing, but we're not going to be sharing templates and scripts, and it won't be as one-on-one. It'll be interactive with a certain amount of time, 1 hour, boom, for the 5 days. Follow directions, get out there. I guarantee you'll get results. You'll go into the field. You may get stuck. Reach out in the group and ask for some questions on the 5 days to a deal challenge. We're going to babysit and hold your hand like we do with our one-on-one mentees for the 6-month program that we have. It's our flagship. But to get back to the story, yes, I got the bug and it's never gone away. And I got into my 20s. Yes, I got married early, and my kids and my wife and her career and what we decided to do and build a family. And then we got into the 20s, and then, I think we bought our first house when about 27. And I went the old traditional way. I think we did one of those. It was in a rural area, so we got one of those USDA loans, and they had to, qualify me, and the lender came out. What's funny is that when I was working my ass off, man, sheesh, 6 days, 7 days a week, boom, 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 trying to move into management. Because they say, yeah, if you can't make it in management in 5 years, you better find another career. So I said, shit, I got 5 years. I did it in about three and a half, because I busted my ass, and I learned very quickly that, hey, that you need to, if you want to have a job constantly, if you're going to do the JOB thing, then you need to do more than what you're paid to do. If you do more than what you're paid to do, you will always have a freaking job, right? Because you're working circles around the ones who just sit on the fence and show up and then go home and ready to check out an hour before, their time is up, right? For me, I'd get in, bust my ass all the way till the 8 hours were up. And that helped me move up quickly. I also expressed that I wanted to move up in management. So I told them, we had discussions, and then that's why I kind of learned the early part of saying, hey, coaching and mentoring. Is the store or the owner or the corporate guy or executive, they willing to say, hey, can you put me under your wing? I want to move into management. Can I ask you questions and learn from you? And that's kind of where that base started too. And it helps. So my thing is this: coaching, mentoring. Yes, it'll shave off years of hitting that curve and hitting a wall and hitting a wall and going down. I always say, here's the example. I always say, you're going to make a right-hand turn and you're going to go down all the way to the end. We already know what's there. You don't, but sometimes people got to go check and see and say, yeah, that's shit. There's nothing there. Right. We're going to say, let's go this way. Let's go left. Okay. Because that's where the money's at. This is how we're going to structure the deal. This is what we're going to do. Is it going to be sub 2? Is it going to be an option? Is it going to be a cash deal, a wholesale deal, rent to own, lease? All that stuff is going to come out. And that just comes from experience. But if you're just getting into the business, all you know is, hey, Burton, and most people don't even talk about this, right? They're going straight to wholesale. I'm a wholesaler. I want to be a wholesaler, but I can tell you about probably 90% of the people out there are bird dogs, not really wholesalers, right? They're not going and spending money on the marketing, on their brand, getting things set up, negotiating good deals and working deals, period, and then unloading them, building a list of buyers. And, so about 10% could be maybe 20. I'll say 10 are actually solid and they're rocking and rolling and they're doing deals. They're structuring deals. They took the time to learn the business, right? Everybody else says, hey, YouTube University, videos, let me jump on board, try it, test it, jump in, which is fine. Jump in. A lot of salespeople like to do that stuff. I like to go ahead, and I'm a salesperson too, but I like to know what I'm jumping into, okay? I don't want to jump in and go, looks like water, but if it's only 2 feet of water, I'm going to break my neck, right? There's got to be a better way. Or have someone else jump in if they can make it. Oh, yeah, you just got to go past the cliff because there's rocks right there. So you got to really jump about 3 or 4 feet out or you're going to break your neck, right? Little simple things, and then boom, you don't have to have every single duck in a row, right? You just need to have some ducks in a row and then go for it. So YouTube University and all that good stuff, you maybe $2,500 on some videos and some PDFs, get you started. Then you start going, man, I need to get a coach. And then you start moving into, I need to get a mentor, someone to work with me. All musicians do it, athletes do it. There's people that are, attorneys and this and that, and they have mentoring programs and coaching programs to a degree, right? But athletes for sure, right? If you want to be the best, then you got to spend the hours. You got to become an expert. You got to get obsessed with it. And you got to do that to become the best at that. And then the ones that don't, it's always a story of two, right? It's like, shit, that didn't work. Oh, well, because they gave up in 1 week. Oh, that didn't work. This didn't work. I tried that. I tried cold calling. I tried talking to agents. I tried the text marketing. I tried, everything. And, I got a little, but then I'll ask, did you get it? Okay, how many calls you made? Oh, I made 10. Well, shit, you need to make 200 to 300, right? Calls. What type of, did you use a dialer or do it by hand? You got a text marketing campaign? Any direct marketing? Are you trying to work with other people like agents and brokers or other wholesalers and JVs? Because that's the thing, right? People are trying to do that. I get it. But that's a lot of the blind leading the freaking blind, right? Which is very frustrating for me. For others, they're just going to figure it out. Hit a wall, hit a wall, hit a wall. Awesome. Hit a wall, hit a wall, hit a wall. Awesome. Or not, right? So you got to be very tough. You got to have what I call mindset. You have to have a mindset, because if you don't believe you're a real estate investor, no one else is going to freaking believe it. So you have to believe it. So you got to get your mind right. And then you got to start learning the due diligence. Some pro tip right here, right? Start getting into due diligence. Spoke to a young man last night, and he's like, what do I do? How do I get started in this real estate stuff? And he was there, and he bought the little course and stuff. He's going to do a little boot camp with the place we went to and stuff, which is awesome. They're good people. So congratulations to him. But he's like, shit, what else do I need to do? Well, how long you been? When did you decide to get into real estate? 2 weeks ago. All right, he's super fresh. He needs to do some due diligence. You need to figure out to see if that business is going to be for you or not. And if it is, then you need to start getting into mindset, right? So I said, text him a book. Here you go. Get Think and Grow Rich. Start off with that. That'll help you. Even if you don't get into real estate, it's going to help you throughout your freaking life. You can thank me in 4 or 5 years if you read the darn thing. If you don't, then hey, shame on you, okay? Because someone's trying to give you advice on something that works, okay? Take it. Okay, and even with the coaching and mentoring, like with us, you got to have a leap of faith. You got to be coachable. You got to be able to follow directions, right? You got to be able to take action, because if you take action, then you're going to get results. And when you get those results, here's the magic. We talk about those results. What happened? What transpired? Why didn't you get in the front door? Why didn't you get a submission? Well, you got a submission, but you didn't get an appointment. You got a submission and an appointment. Now you're ready to go to the house. And now we're going to share the art of walking the house and getting a deal and sitting down and working. Or you're going, well, I was on YouTube and I saw TikTok, and I go, wow, there's people doing, they don't even have to. They're just making blind offers. You don't even got to go to the house. Then cool. If you want that type of business, that's totally up to you, right? You can have the slam bam business. It works. Or you can have a business that, where you can take pride that you're helping out an actual seller, and it's a relationship. Real estate is a relationship business, right? And you can learn it, right? I have mentees that ask, hey, are you born? Is everybody born? You have to be born a salesperson? No. Oh, excuse me, a little parched. No, you can learn it. Grant Cardone, he's a sales dude. He's a different type of sales dude. Look at the Wolf of Wall Street, right? You know who that guy is, right? He's a different type of salesperson. You got a hard salesperson, then you got one that's high trust selling salesperson, right? We're a little of both. When it comes to it, and we need the tie downs and open questions, ended questions, and getting tie downs, and you're ready to close, and you have to close, and it depends on the type of person and personality that you're working with, right? Everybody, you got D personalities, and you got the A, B, C, D, personality sections. You have to roll with it and understand that. If you go hard nosed on someone that's kind of softer and they're really analytical, you're going to lose them. So you have to you have to merge them together. And that's what I've done. And that's what we do with AHA, Americans How Americans, and Amp Live. We got the both of them. We got the hard sales, the one needed to close the deal if we have to. But then we got the high trust selling. High trust selling is building a relationship to the point where you're making friends. If somebody goes around your back to try to steal a deal, those people, if you've done the job right, and if they're trustworthy, right, and you laid the foundation, then they will not turn on you. They won't say, somebody goes around their back, say, hey, get rid of so-and-so, Tina or Jim, Bob or Joe, and I'll pay you an extra $20,000. Cancel the contract. No, they'll come back to you, and it's happened to us, right? They'll come back to us, and they'll go, hey, Eric, some investors from San Diego or Texas or California, Northern California, SoCal, Orange County said, you know what? That they'd pay me more if I cancel the contract. I said, no, I'm working with Erick at AHA and Amp Live. And I instruct everybody, if anybody approaches you, get their information, get their card, and get the telephone number. That's what he did. He goes, here you go. I said, all right, thank you, appreciate it. And then they turn around and said, I asked them, do you want me to have them call you? And they said, oh, no, we're good. It's okay, right? Because you built a relationship with them. It's high trust selling. And then when you have to use the hard sales, it's there for you. But you have to understand the mechanics of that. And it takes a little bit of time. Can you learn it? Of course you can. It's awesome, right? You just got to frame your mind to understand and have a positive mental attitude along with Amp Live, right? To amplify your life, to be able to do these things. And it's not just negotiating real estate. It's going to help you almost like a self-help coaching mentoring program where it's going to get your mind right. It's going to help you. It's going to uncover a lot of things that maybe are suppressing you, and it's fear, and you're going, man, I don't know if I can do this, or, you need some organization of some sort because everybody has the shiny object syndrome. Like I say, you go to TikTok, you go to YouTube and say, well, someone said that I could just write a bunch of offers. Well, go ahead, write 500 offers, 500 fucking blind offers. You'll get one or two done. I guarantee it. One or two will probably accept if you're going to go like 60, 65, 70 cents on the dollar. But do you have time to write 500 offers? If you do, awesome. If you're like a programmer, you got some awesome software. Oh yeah, I can blast out 500 offers and emails and, DocuSign and all that good stuff and go for it. You might be onto something there, right? You'll definitely get some deals. One or two will say, yeah, I'll take it. Please just take this damn property off my hands and then move in. But hopefully you understand how to negotiate, how to close it, and how to get all the paperwork done to get it done so you can get paid. Yes, you can go. I see it on Facebook. Just, oh, I just got a deal under contract. How do I get this closed? What type of this and that? I go, my gosh, do some homework. Don't be lazy, okay? This is a business, and you need to treat it like a business, like a McDonald's, like a franchise, like a Remax, like a Keller Williams, right? Like a trucking business, a tree business, any type of business, right? It is a business, and you treat it like a business, and your clients are your people, okay? That's the thing. Yes, customers are always right if it's retail stuff. At the same token, when you're in real estate, some customers don't know what's right. Some customers don't know that there's different ways of purchasing a property or working a deal for them. Because the bottom line, all they care about is what's going into their pocket. But you have to understand how to break that down into, hey, this is AHA, and here's an agent and a broker. This is what it's going to cost with us, and this is what it's going to cost with you. We can get this done in 7 to 10 days, fast as we can get prelim, or depending, maybe we'll go sub 2 or do a different type of a structured deal. An agent is going to list it, or they're going to go ahead and maybe, well, that's all they really can do, right, is list it and pay their fees and hopefully and cross your fingers if it sells. But in a stress situation, it's different. If you got a hot property, it'll sell. No matter what location, they get it, right? For an investor, for us, as AHA, it's different. We can get them some cash now, some cash later. Can we do an option? Can we do a lease option? Can we do rent to own? Can we give you cash, or maybe get us a better deal? You're not going to be too far off the mark. $5, $10, $15, $20,000 difference. Or you can wait 90 days, or you can wait 120 days. The market's adjusting and it's shifting, right? So there's opportunity for you. I want to share that with you. In the 5 days to a deal challenge, click the link down below. Let's talk. Let's see if we're a good fit. If it's free, that's like, hey, here we go. We talked about this. If you got a pulse, you qualify. Awesome. It's free. But if it's going to be a paid one, we want to know who you are. We want to see if it's a good fit, because we're only going to work with people and a certain amount of people, a small limited amount of people for the paid 5 days to a deal challenge, because it's going to be one-on-one, and that takes time, right? I always say, when people sometimes take advantage of our mentoring program, right? And it's 7 days a week, and they're staying on here and staying on, and they understand the concept, but they keep coming back and asking the same questions over and over. That's because they're not really following through. They're being lazy. They're not doing what they need to do. So shame on them. It does happen, right? And then the ones that rock, they have a leap of faith. They do everything the way we're asking them to, and they get the result. We talk about the result, and then we move forward. It's embedded and downloaded into their mind, and they're going like, shit, all right, they're on fire. They're ready to go because the results come in. And if you're doing what you need to do, there's no guarantees, right? Because everybody's different. Some people might get a deal in 14 days, might be 7 days, could be 21, 30. Shit, could be 3 or 4 months. Took me 4 months to get my first deal when I decided to do this real estate thing while working a corporate gig and working, it's supposed to be 47 hours on a salary, moved to 50 to 60 to 80 to 90, which I didn't think anybody could work freaking 90 hours a freaking week. So they literally had me, grinding so I can move up into regional and, move into, and get my $250,000 check and bonuses and go that route. But I had to go through the damn ringer to make that happen. But, me, I'm a hard worker. I'll keep rocking. I'll keep rolling. And I decided, hey, it's for the family and it's for me. But knowing that even when you get to $250,000 a year and you go buy a house and the picket fence and cars, you want to send the kids to college and stuff, you're tapped out. Now what? Shit, I got to do something. I got to do some real estate. I got to do a business. I got to figure something out because this is not enough money. And then you're grinding your ass off. And it is what it is. You're back on the hamster wheel, right? So you got the job where you can become a maverick. And, I knew there was a better way. There's always a better way. That's just me. I decided to move towards the maverick section and, give it a shot. I jumped off the damn cliff after I figured out that, yes, this is a business. It's viable. People can buy, fix, flip for $10, $100 and control property and, syndications and equity funds. I go, wow, this is freaking amazing. But once you know it's real, then you go for it. Then I jumped off that cliff, right? And jumped into the water. I knew there was some rocks right there, but I had to jump. So I had to run and jump. Right? Because I'm not the tallest dude in the world, right? So I had to run and jump and boom. Jumped into the water and had to figure it out. Took me 4 months to get my first deal, but it also took me about maybe 6 to 12 months putting everything together, my brand. That's the little yapper, little awesome Chloe. She's a cute little tiny freaking dog. She's awesome. And I'm not much of an animal person, so don't take it personal. I love German Shepherds and big dogs, but this little tiny one, she's cool. I'm jumping off. I'm doing a little ADHD thing, right? All right, so check it out. So I jumped off the cliff and went into the business, still working a full-time business. The boss wanted me to go get a real estate license, so I did. So figure that, right? I'm studying my ass off for the real estate license. I'm working tons of hours at a job, and then I'm still trying to do this real estate investment thing. I bought a course. It was called Carlton Sheets. If you guys are young, if you're all older, you're going to know who he is. They used to have late night infomercials, right? At 2, 3 o'clock in the morning that they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars filming. You become a real estate mogul and all this stuff. $19.95. I bought his course. I said, man, I'm going to check it out. Hopefully it's not a bunch of bullshit. I checked it out. I got the CDs. I got the contracts. I started reading, watching the videos. Because when I got started, I had to pick up books and read. They didn't have YouTube, right? They didn't have all that, social media and people working with you. Were their courses still expensive? Yeah, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 or more, right? To get coached by them. No mentoring, coaching. That means you get your 40 pounds of books, and you get somebody calling you once a week. It's supposed to be your coach, and that's it, right? And then cross your fingers, and you go into the business. For me, I was at the point though, right? I said, I already started setting up my brand. I started setting up my websites. I didn't know how to build any websites. It was click and point and drop and this. I hired a young man from the high desert who was a computer guy. I paid him with coffee, some donuts, and some rides. That was it. Because after I did build it out, I knew all the verbiage I want. And of course, he got, stuff going across the website and it looked like shit and images all blurry. And he just hammered on and fixed it all. I go, man, it's amazing. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that, right? So I had 2 websites. We still do. And we have, one for sellers, one for buyers. And that was the thing, okay? And we're marketing online. Yes, it was, newspapers back in the day, right? And now we got social media and Facebook and advertising, which is a lot cheaper to a degree because that stuff, print is very expensive. Direct mail is very expensive, but it works if you do it right. So old school and new school, blend them together because it works. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, go try it, test it, and figure out that stuff on your own. But we're going to share with you resources that we don't share here, period, when we're doing, this stuff. It's usually when you either become aboard as a mentee. We'll share everything with you, our resources. We paper up all that good stuff to protect ourselves as well as you. And to protect, some proprietary information that we do and have, it's yours, okay? But with this 5 days to a deal challenge, it's different. We're going to share. We're going to get in. It's free. Our goal is to get you up and running quickly, but I want to hammer down the information on mindset. Then I want to hammer down the due diligence. That's the number 2. You want to do the due diligence. You want to understand and know what a deal is. You don't know how many times I talk to thousands of people a year. You don't know how many times I talk to newbies and they're like, do you know what the ARV is, right? And they know all the little, formulas and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, did you underwrite this thing? Do you know how much you're going to get paid? Do you know what the bottom line is? Do you know how much you're going to charge, right? To make some money when you mark it up wholesale. Well, no, they just said, send me a deal and I'll get paid. Hopefully. Cross your fingers, right? So that doesn't help you. It's not funny. It sucks, right? And that's kind of what got me going with AMP Live. I got a little pissed off of hearing people spend $50,000 on a seminar and $20,000 on another one, or $20,000 to learn how to wholesale, $10,000, you're in Long Beach, right, for a 3-day bus tour, and you're not going to learn anything in 3 days. You'll learn in 3 days, but you're not going to learn the business in 3 days. You're not going to learn the business on a 3-day bus tour. Now, if you spend $50,000 on a seminar and you say, oh, you can go to any of our seminars throughout the world, blah, 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 and you got somebody, you're going to have videos and PDFs and someone calling you once a week, an accountability coach, that's cool. But guess what? With $50,000, I can show you how to go buy 5 properties in Ohio, okay, using leverage. Shit, show you, if you got $1 million, I'll show you how to buy 10 properties, 8 to 10 properties, because I'm not going to say why, but 8 to 10 properties in California. And there's people that are saying, I don't want to buy California, it's too high priced and this and that, and the competition's too crazy. And it's like they say in New York, right? If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. It's the truth, right? Your backyard is the best place to go and dominate your backyard, your cities, because there's deals there. Talked to another gentleman and said, hey, I got a deal for you. And I told him where it was at. He goes, oh, man, no, I'm staying over here in, the valley. Perfect. Good for you. That's good to hear. Usually it's like, yeah, I do it all over the world, every city, every county, shit, every colonel. It doesn't matter. I'll do deals everywhere. I get that. If you are set up for it and you have a system for that. If you're set up for that, you have a system, that means you've been around for a while. You scaled up, you're rock and rolling, cool. Even then, you're going to figure out, stay away from that place, that place, that place, that place. Let's narrow it down and let's hyper focus and rock some shit. So it's the same thing. So that was cool that he said that. I haven't heard that in a long time, because that was me when I got started, right? I started in the high desert in California, and I hyper focused on 2 cities. That's it. My area. Dominate that shit. I didn't care about LA. I didn't care about, Orange County. Too far. Right in my backyard, man. If I can't run to it or jog to it, ride a bike to it, or, obviously drive, but not hours, minutes, then forget it. And my goal was, when I got started, is to be the expert in the area and to blow everybody fucking away as far as investors, agents, and brokers. I had agents and brokers calling me pissed off because I was selling properties on my own website. Why are you selling the property that says 0? Is that how you're selling them? I said, well, it's my website. It's an investment company. I'm not under DRE. I'm under Secretary of State, and this is my website. I have a marketing company. This is what I do. If you want a deal, let me know. Get pissed off, hang up. Then they call back. Hey, you got anything for me? I got a couple of investors that need some properties. Now, that's an exciting thing, right? It's an awesome thing to go through, okay? The business is a little different now, right? So in regards to what we do and how we do it, obviously AHA, we took everything from the past, brought it to the current, and we pride ourselves as always being cutting edge, right? Understanding and knowing what the market's calling for, knowing what clients are calling for, knowing what's out in the market and what others are doing. And if it's working, sure, we'll adopt it. We'll use it, whether it's software, whether it's a system or a technique. Yeah, bring it in, use it, make it our own, and rock and roll. And if you come aboard, we share that with you. It's not like an extra charge. That's the other thing I hated, when people were charging $50,000 for these seminars, or they're going, hey, you want to learn wholesale? It's only $5,200. You want to learn how to do creative real estate investing? It's only $5,200, right? You want to learn lease options and rent to own? $5,200. You want to learn Airbnb and all that good stuff? Hey, it's $5,200 or $25 or $35, or you can add on because you already bought some stuff from us, and they're all called modules, right? I get that. Everybody has their plan of attack, or their way to do their business. I get it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. We don't do that. Anything that comes down the wire, if it's software, we can give it to you, we'll give it to you. If we have to charge you and it costs us too much, and yeah, we're going to charge you, so what? We've tested it. We battle tested it. We spent all the money to make that happen. Say, look, it works. Here's how you want to use it. Let's go, right? And not charge you money or an upsell. We could, right? That's what everybody does, what Apple does, what Amazon does. Everybody does the upsell. I get it. Kind of irritating, but it's business. That's internet marketing. That was one of my loves when I was a kid too, internet marketing. I used to have tons and tons of these things. Where are they at? Or books. It's all about marketing. I would order the shit for $3 and they come in. This is how you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, direct mail. Now, for the youngsters and the young people and guys and gals, you might not know who Dan Kennedy is, right? He's literally like the master and godfather of direct mail, right? Protege of his is Russell Brunson. If you know anything about marketing or internet marketing, Russell Brunson, he's awesome. He's just an awesome genius kid, you know. And he's got software. It's called ClickFunnels, you know. So I'll throw names out there and stuff like that. I'm not endorsed. There's no affiliate links or anything. So you know, if it works and it's good, use it. You know, that's my thing. Same thing like when I went last night to go network and talk to some people, see what type of information they're gonna get. You know, it was cool because you know we're asking questions and we're sitting there. The presenter was cool. It wasn't the guy that was advertised. That Joe guy was not there. It was somebody else named Marcus. Cool guy, 7 years financial guy and stuff. I get it. He buys and flips and all that good stuff. He's there to recruit. It's a lovely thing. Cool. They got a boot camp and all that good stuff. So it was good info, good vibes, good people. Met a couple of good people from San Francisco, in different areas here in Southern California, where they're wanting to get into the business. Some have done some deals, some have not. Most of them are newbies. And it's just cool to share information, right? Because, Marcus had asked me questions and I say, yeah, this is what it is. This is what this is. This is what that is. It was almost like a testimonial at the end of the day to show that it does work and there's proof in the pudding and helped him, hopefully sell some of his boot camps at the end of the day, right? And we made friends. So it was cool. But at the same token, I had to get my butt out of there because I had to go visit the boss in Chino Hills at the shops and take care of some other business. But other than that, that was my Friday highlights. I was on the phone talking. We got some properties we got to unload. We're working deals and raising capital. We're going to share all that stuff with you if you come aboard and work with us. We'd love to work with you. You can go to Amp Live. There's an Amp Live group and an Amp Live meetup group. Go check it out. It's free. We don't spend a lot of money or anything, trying to grow it. It's organic. It is what it is. Go check it out. You can go to amplive.net. Take a look at what the Amp Live, the American Mentee Program is. You can go to americanshelpingamericans.net. That's our real estate investment firm where we buy, sell, fix, and flip property. And reach out. We'd love to speak with you. But on the 5 days to a deal challenge, just want to kind of share some stuff, share who I am, share some stories, hopefully drop some juicy nuggets for you at the end of the day, inspire you, motivate you. If not, if you're rocking and rolling, cool. If you're wanting to work with us in any capacity, reach out, click the link. Let's see if we're a good fit. If you just wanted to write a check and get a check back and you don't want to have to deal with, man, I don't want to have to set up systems. I don't want to have to, do all this other stuff and try to find deals, learn how to negotiate deals, write up the contracts, and take those contracts to actual deals and close of escrow and title, and all that good stuff. And you just want to write a check and get a return investment, then reach out. We call them friendship deals. Definitely as more deals come across the United States of America, we can take them down, fix and flip, or we get a lot of apartment buildings that we pass on to others, storage units, believe it or not, hotels and motels, right, are coming down the wire as well. Syndications that bought too much and they got too fat, so they're not buying as much, but they're unloading some stuff. Banks are unloading things as well. We're not in the market of short sales. I heard something from a young man goes, oh yeah, market's pretty cool. I'm seeing a lot of short sales. I'm sure short sales. Well, I don't know why, because everybody has equity. But in rare instances, short sales are happening because they over leverage. Maybe they got too many loans, too many HELOCs, did this stuff, or just life happened to them and they can't make the mortgage payment. Or, the market did its thing in a different weird area and now it's upside down and they can't. Then you can go a short sale because your property to do a short sale is going to have to be upside down. There's got to be a reason for the bank to discount that property. There's not a lot of them out there, but they're there. And there's people that are just rocking and rolling. Their whole business is short sales. But if you like that and you like negotiating with the bank, talking with the sellers, and have a system and a team to do that, awesome, go for it. You'll get to that point. Right now, the market is adjusting and it's going to do its thing. Once it adjusts, then and the market's going to start shifting. We're going to get into pre-foreclosures, a lot more pre-foreclosures. Gold mine, go for it, rock it. Don't adjust. This is my thing. Adapt, adjust, or you will perish, right? So let's adjust, adapt, and rock and roll, okay? And then next is going to come short sales. And after the short sales, you're going to be REOs, real estate owned properties, okay? They'll be real estate owned. You have to deal with the bank. And if you don't want to deal with the bank, then you have to tap out. But hopefully you took down enough properties to cash flow so you can tap out for a while. Go do another business until the market gets back on its feet and bottoms out. Because after the REO market is done, it will bottom out. And if you got tons of cash, gold mine again. Buy super low, hold on to them, clean them up, and rent them. Now, there was a cool thing at the at the thing that I went to last night, he's talking about, hey, which is a cool little concept, and you can do that if you want to, right? You can buy properties, single family properties, buy about 10, right? And there are, when we have mentees, we get a micro goal sheet, and we want to know what your goals are. And some are like, I just want to wholesale. I just want to fix and flip. You know what? I want to start building a portfolio. I want to build a portfolio. Then I want to go to multifamily. I want to do storage. I want to, so, and we customize that mentoring program. It's the same mentoring program, but it's customized on how it gets, I guess, how we run it with you, how we mentor you, how we coach you, and when those methods need to be available for you to be successful. So one of them is that, yeah, I want to build a portfolio. So go after, whether it's the Midwest, a lot of people suggest, out of California because they're so damn expensive, and out of New York as well, right? Find the lower properties, 100, 150,000 bucks or something like that, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200. California, if you can find anything under 300,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, you're good. You're going to be good, okay? But that's just my 2 cents, okay? So get 10, about 10 properties, 10 to 15, 10 to 20 properties. And if you get the smaller ones, right, then you can go ahead and buy those properties. However, you can use sub-2 techniques. If you got some savings, you can use HELOCs, you use loans, you use hard money. You can JV with others, or you can, if you've got some credibility after you've done 2 or 3 or 4, you can get private money to fund your deals. And yes, you can go with the down payment, or you can take over and structure a deal where you can put some money up front or some money cash later, some payments, and structure a deal where you can get into it with literally no money and then clean it up, put it back on the market, and rent it. Now, if you can do 10, 15, 20 of those, right, at about $500 a month in rent, you're gonna be grossing about 10 to 15, 5 to 10 to 15,000 bucks, right? And then you start doing that, and you let the equity grow. You take out that money, and then you can start going into multifamily, right? You can still keep all your single family, but then you start looking for multifamily. Start looking for the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 units, right? When you're up to about 20 units, you don't have to have anybody manage it. After 20 units, you're probably going to want to get somebody to manage the property. And there are properties out there that are going to be distressed. They're either going to be in foreclosure, or they're going to be ran really bad, or maybe someone got into it and go, man, it's not what I thought. I want to get out of these sons of bitches. And it's hard to collect rent and manage and all that good stuff. And I got a full-time job, and I got a wife and kids and all this good crazy stuff, or husband or whatever is going on. Then that happens. Or you get the ones that have had the property forever. It's time to retire, right? They want their money. So you work it out. They're used to getting checks every month. So you can work out and structure a sub-2 type deal, or a seller finance type deal, where you can figure it out and give them some money up front. Say, I'm going to pay you. They're going to cover your they're going to finance for you to a certain degree, right? And then you go in and clean it up, do some added value. And a lot of times those properties are distressed too, because they're just tired as well. And you clean them up, and you're going to get some equity from it over a period of time, 5, 10, 15 years. At the same token, you increase the rents, your cash flow's better, your cap rate's better, and all that good stuff. If you don't know what any of that is, don't worry. We'll share it with you, and we'll show you how that works. But 5 days to a deal challenge, click the link down below. Check it out. It's a survey. It's going to ask you a little bit about yourself and who you are, what you're about, and then we're going to see if this is a good fit. If you're just wanting free, like I said, you got a pulse, you're good to go. Jump in. It's going to be a group environment, and we're going to go through the 5 days to a deal challenge. We're going to start off on Monday, mindset. Tuesday, due diligence. Wednesday, we're going to do some live role play, because you got to understand and know how to talk to a seller. And then on Thursday, we're going to show you how to surf for deals, how to work with some text marketing, ringless voice messages, what tools are out there that we use. You don't have to use them. You don't have to join. You can use whatever the hell you want. We're just going to go through them. But we're going to show you how to blow up your phone and your email and text by surfing for deals. It's a term that we coined about 10 years ago. And we'll share some software for it with you that you can use. You have to go to them to buy it, or unless we have some type of program for you, then I don't know what that is quite yet. Then you can jump on that, or we may give it to you for the full 5 days, and you can go ahead and test it. But it's gonna help you get into the market very, very, very quickly, and you're not gonna be alone. Okay. And then on Friday, we're gonna tally up your leads. How many leads do you have? Are you talking to sellers? Are you talking to buyers? Are you getting submissions? Are you getting juicy submissions? What I mean by that is, we're not gonna set that up for you unless it's paid. We will set up a lead gen page for you, right? And it's also gonna act as a script. and we're going to show you how to role play on that script, and we're going to show you how to get all the information that's needed to structure a deal, along with the 3 magical questions that'll show you whether this is a fix and flip, buy and hold, or is it better for a listing agent, right? Is it better for somebody to do a hard money loan, or is it best to do some type of fix and flip, and is it in our category to make some money? Okay, we're going to share that with you. We're going to show you how to do the open-ended questions, tie downs to get your yeses, and we're going to show you the art of the deal, how to get people to tell you from everything from birth until now, and they'll tell you everything if you do it right. High trust selling, right, with some aggressive selling if needed. Okay, that's for the people that are hard-nosed. They don't want to tell you information. They don't want to tell you what they got the house for or what they owe. They're not going to tell you if there's structure issues. They're not going to tell you if they're termites, because they think, hey, my job is just to get my money, and whatever you do with the property, you do with your property. Not my problem. But I always say everything comes out in the wash. About 1 to 3% are, not truthful, right? And unscrupulous. So you got to watch yourself. If there's too many red flags, we're going to show you what to watch out for. If too many red flags, move on. Let somebody else deal with those people. It's not worth it. But 97% that we found, about 90% of the people that you do talk to are honest, fellow Americans that are willing to tell you everything that you need to know, because they're awesome people, just like you and I, right? So that's a beautiful thing. The art of the deal is a beautiful thing, right? Understanding and structuring deals is a beautiful thing. Creative real estate investing is a beautiful thing. You should learn it. Why not learn it now? Don't wait 3 to 5 years, okay? This 5 days to a deal challenge will shave off probably 3 to 6 months of you spinning your wheels. We have a 30-day challenge as well. That 30-day challenge will work with you every week for the 30-day challenge. That one is free and paid as well. That will shave off 1 to 2 years in this business, okay? Then we have a 90-day coaching program that's doing a pre-launch in March, the end of March, going into the second quarter of April, right? It's not an April Fool's thing, right? It's a 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring. Well, we'll work with you with with those 90 days, and there'll be a coaching group environment, but we'll be dipping in and mentoring you with some interactive mentoring, right? Hand-holding, structuring deals, because we want to make some money on those deals as well, if we're able to make it happen together, right? It needs to be reciprocal. That will shave off probably another 2 to 3 years in this business. And then our flagship is the one-on-one mentoring, where we train you and mentor you 7 days a week for 6 months. And we split deals and do deals for about 12 months, right? There's a certain amount, and we've got to paper up. We got to make sure we're a good fit. That will save you 3 to 5 years of spinning your freaking wheels in this business. It's not for everybody, but I think everybody should learn sales and the art of the deal. It's not hard. It's part of life. We sell every day when we go to a restaurant, we do this and things of that nature. But I'm going to wrap this up. If you've got any questions, reach out, fill out the link, or go ahead and PM on this video. There'll be other videos on all these other platforms, because we'll take it and monetize it and put it out there. Reach out on Facebook. It's Erick EP.Jimenez, I believe, is my main one. We got the AMP Live pages and groups. We got amplive.net, AmericansHelpingAmericans.net, right? There should be some stuff here. I just don't have the spectacles on. But towards the end here, I'll go ahead and share some of these links and some of these things with you. And reach out. Let's rock and roll, okay? So let's get together on the 5 days to a deal challenge. Like I said, there's going to be a free one. If you got a pulse, you qualify. If it's going to be the paid one, then we have to actually talk with you and see if it's going to be a good fit, because we are going to be working with you one-on-one exclusively, okay? So Monday will be mindset. Tuesday is due diligence. Wednesday's role play. Thursday, blow up your phone with deals and leads. And Friday, we're going to tally up what's on the table, and we're going to write some offers on Friday. Guarantee it. So you're going to get some of that stuff. We're going to share that stuff with you, which will be contracts and things of that nature. If you're part of that, if it's free, then we're just going to share it with you. You'll see the video, but you're going to have to get your own contracts and strips and all that good stuff, and you got to do what you got to do. But it will get you going. You're going to save a lot of time. Won't be any bullshit, right? At the end of the day, there'll be no fluff whatsoever. Just boom, boom, boom. Let's get in and let's rock and roll, okay? So without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. United we stand. I'm Erick from AHA. It's the AMP Live Real Estate Show. I have the Erick report. You can go to our blog and go to Spotify and the podcast, check out all the good stuff, right? As we keep rocking and rolling and moving forward. We are in the business. It's what we do. We have a mortgage company, real estate company as well. If you're looking to get your real estate license and you want to have the best of both worlds, give me a holler and I'll connect you with that department or those people that will help you with that, okay? If you already have a license and you don't like your home and you're going, man, I want to do both, or I'd rather do real estate investing, or you know what, I need something, an edge, right? Because you got a lot of wholesalers like monkeys in a barrel everywhere. And you want to figure out what you need to do in a game plan, then reach out. Let's see if we're a good fit. I will connect you with the person that's going to talk to you. I will interview you. She will interview you. And if it's a good fit, come aboard. We'll work with you, okay? Because it will be reciprocal. And like, you know, it's like anything else. When it's a brokerage, it's a little different, right? We want to help you make money, because if you make money, we make money. On the real estate investing side, it's a little bit different. Because, you know, a lot of tire kickers, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of shiny objects, a lot of copy and pasters, right? There's a lot of daisy chainers in this world. Thanks to you, this beautiful stuff that we got here, right? We're streaming on a bunch of different platforms. I'm talking to you right here live. It's going to be recorded. It'll get out there, and it's a beautiful thing. And it doesn't cost like it did back in the day when Carlton Sheets had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for an infomercial, right? But it is what it is. We're organic. It's always live and uncut. Sometimes things will be, you know, edited and cut. But other than that, I am parched here. I got some coffee. I'm going to take a drink. If you have any questions, like I said, reach out. Feel free to PM. Okay. We are headquartered in Southern California. We got some awesome people in Northern California too. But at the same token, it doesn't matter. We can train and mentor you anywhere in the United States of America or even the world, as long as the language barrier. Got to be English, right? Got to speak English, and go from there. Okay, so if you have any questions, like I said, reach out. You have an awesome, awesome, wonderful day. That'll be the 5 days to a deal challenge, free and paid. It'll be 5 solid freaking days. The date, if you just fill out the information, you will get an exclusive link. You'll get an exclusive, link, and you'll get our direct number. It'll be housed on a website that we control at the end of the day, so you can get in and out when we're working deals on a platform, and You'll obviously be invited, and if it's the free one, no matter what, you're good to go. Just answer the questions, and if you want to have a chat, awesome. We'll do it in a group chat. If not, no big deal. But we'll get started, and you'll have a date, because that date will be released once you sign up, and that date will be released, so you have it. You can lock it in. And I know everybody else asks, well, what if I can't make it that day, this day, that day, or I can't make the group? It's cool. We're going to record the stuff, and then we're going to put it in my amplive.net, and it'll be in there under the 5 days to a deal challenge, so you can go review it. Now, I don't really like that, because, you know, some people just don't want to, hey, they want videos are videos. You're going to watch, you're not going to do anything with it. But if you're interactive and you're in it, rock and roll. If not, shame on you, because you're not going to get what you need to get out of it. Maybe you'll get some, you know, info and things of that nature, which will help you. But that just means that you're not really, truly ready to rock, okay? Take advantage of that when someone's willing to do that. There's no bullshit, because there's a lot of 5-day challenges, 30-day challenges, 7-day challenges, all kinds of different challenges that out there. But we want to make it to the point where, look, we're going to help you. We want to get results for you, because if you do good, then we do good, right? And we're going to continue to do this. Knock on wood. Be here for a couple more cycles. This is what God intended me to do, which is the yapping in the mouth, right? Was I a shy guy when I was young? Hell yeah, I sure was, right? Then I got into what? I opened up when I played music. Right? I went from the drums to say, do I play bass? Am I going to play guitar? To no, I'm going to be the front man. I'm going to be the singer. The shy young kid, right? Turned into the guy who's going to be the front man. And now I'm here with you, the front man, right? I am the face of AHA and the face of Amp Live. There's others that say, oh, you should get other people. You should get behind a, Bentley and this and that and get some young people. I get what they're saying. But we always got to be, perception's reality. I prefer to be real and uncut. Real and uncut. No bullshit involved, right? If we get along, awesome. If we don't, that's cool. No harm, no foul. I am a God-fearing man. I believe in God. If that's a problem, it's a problem, right? I don't judge. We've worked with atheists. We worked with people who are Christians, Jewish, all the religions, okay? Doesn't matter, because that's not important. What's important is that we're all about, and yes, I'm going to say it, we're all Americans. Who are we? We're fellow Americans. The United States of America is our jam. That's what we do. So Doesn't matter what color, what religion, all that good stuff. But if if it's too much and you're going, yeah, I'm not a God guy, it's cool, right? All good. Pick up the Think and Grow Rich book. Get the 17 Principles of Success book. It's going to help you, okay? Even if you don't come aboard and join. But click the link down below. It's a simple survey. You get that survey. You'll get your links and all that good stuff for the free one. If you want to talk to us, put it in there. Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to talk about about coming aboard and doing some other stuff. I really need some help. Then we'll set you up an appointment. You'll get an appointment. Yes, it'll be with me. I will take the appointments. I don't care how long. If I got to spend all day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and calling everybody, I will, because I love hearing stories. I love hearing the stories, your stories at the end of the day, and then hearing stories of success. And, there's a lot of people who say, man, I just don't know what to do. I'm spinning my wheels. We're here to help you. Okay, and I'll share my stories with you too as well, and other mentees and things of that nature. You can look at testimonials and all that good stuff. We're here for you. I'm not sure how long we're going. I'm going to put these on. I broke my other spectacles the other day, so these are brand new. All right, so we're at 2:56. Okay, so we're almost an hour. I said it was only going to go 30 minutes. I'm going to go here. What do we got? Let's see what we got here. Okay. There's Americans Helping Americans. You see it right there. AHA, AmericasHelpAmericans.net. If you decide you want to become a first trust deed investor, that's what we call our friendship deals. You don't want to pick up a hammer. You just want to write a check, get a check back, return an investment secured by a piece of real estate. We could talk about that. It's not a solicitation to you or anything, right? Just saying, hey, we could talk. If you want to learn about how it works, let's set up an appointment and we'll chat. If you're a buyer and you're looking for properties in inventory, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 cents on the dollar, fix, flip, buy, and hold. Reach out, become a VIP buyer with us. If you're willing to, you just want to buy one or you want to buy 100, we'll work with you and we'll set up everything on our side and we'll bring those deals to the table. All we need is a soft commitment from you. You can follow us on Facebook, obviously. It's AMP VIP EP. And if you want to join the cause and mission in regards to our one-on-one mentoring, you go to amplive.net. We do have a meetup if you want to be part of that. We were hard and heavy in 2022. We kind of slowed down and changing the algorithm, changing what we do a little bit differently. But there is one. It's Amp Live SoCal Orange County Real Estate Investing Meetup Group. There's a link there. You can go check it out. We have one for Northern California and Southern California as well, down here in the Chino Hills Diamond Bar area. And my goal for you is to amplify the art of the deal, right? Take your business to new heights. Amplify your life with Amp Live. And if you want to reach out to me or reach out to us, it's not going to come directly to me. Someone will get in touch and they'll set an appointment and I'll call you back. So you can join the SoCal meetup. You can call or just you want to be part of what we're doing. You can call. The number's right there, 888-828-1468. You want to learn the art of the deal and creative real estate investing? With myself, Eric, Paul, and our team, and AHA and Americans Helping Americans, and reach out. All right, so I am Eric. Amp Live, the real estate show. You can catch the blog. There's a blog out there. There's also a Spotify with a podcast. We'll update it. Haven't been updated in a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff that we have to do, and we like to focus on what's most important for people, right? And right now, it's working with people across the United States, mentoring, coaching, training, and yes, doing deals, right? Raising capital. We're getting into syndication and equity funds and things of that nature. If you're awesome at that, I'd love to talk to you about it and maybe interview about it, and maybe we can help you with whatever you're looking or trying to do with syndications or equity funds or raising capital. An interview on the podcast. It's the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Go check it out on Spotify. But if you do want to be interviewed, reach out. Or if you need somebody and you want to talk, or maybe you're watching this, you know some people or podcasts you think that we'd be a great fit for, reach out and let us know, please. All right, so this is what I believe in: amplify the art of the deal. Take your real estate business to new heights, like I mentioned before. All good. Looks like everything here on the tickers, we're all good. Join us. Okay, Friday highlights. Boom. Yeah, check out Friday highlights every Friday. I try to get out in the field and share some stuff like I did yesterday. The end result for tomorrow. Now I'll throw a shout out there. It's cool. A guy, I think it was Joe Reyes of some sort. I didn't meet the guy because he wasn't there. They had some other guy named Marcus. Handful of people, good presentation, talking about wholesaling, taking your wholesaling, and then moving it to something else. I guess single family, and then single family to multifamily. I get it. A lot of stuff left out. So it's very quickly. It's just like a briefing. I did get there late, so I didn't stay the whole time. But the bottom line is, looks like, yeah, it's some good people. If it works for you, go for it. I mean, I had fun. And my thing is that I didn't network last year. I did in the beginning a little bit, our last cycle. And I just put my head down and grind and build my business, right? And then this cycle, same thing. But, I'm not much for networking and going into events and, because I'm not going to buy their stuff. And it's not like they can teach me anything. But you can, certain things, right? You just have to have that open mind. And yes, I have to eat my own medicine and food at the end of the day, my own advice. And that's networking. For me, it's meeting people and then sharing, right? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to learn anything at those particular things. If I was going to pay, the $200 or $2,000, it would be to go network, because they're not going to teach me anything that I don't already know, which is cool, and meet some awesome, beautiful people. So that is the thing for us, anyways. And if I employ you to go do the same thing. But it depends on where you're going, right? So you're going to all these, and you're going to get sold on this, sold on that, sold on this, sold on that, sold on this, sold on that, and then spin your wheels, spin your wheels, and spin your wheels, and spin your wheels, and spin your wheels, and go, shit, still haven't done a deal, right? So this Amp Live, AHA Americans Help Americans Amp Live will eliminate all the bullshit, right? So you're not spinning your wheels with your head down and going YouTube University, and TikTok, and Facebook, and all this good stuff. The time is to stop all the madness. If you're coachable, you can follow directions, right? We're going to work with you. Have some faith. You take action. You're going to get results. We're going to work on those results, and we're going to talk about those results until you get your aha moments. It'll be the first time, second time, third time, and you go, oh, now I understand what that means. We will not move forward until you understand the concept, right? Because then it's not going to make sense. It's going to be a waste of your time, waste of our time. It's not worth it. Now, this is for our one-on-one mentoring program, obviously. 5 days, 2 deal challenge, different, okay? 30-day challenge, different. 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring, it's all in a group environment, okay? Nothing is one-on-one. It's in a group environment with myself or other people that will be involved, okay? But that's what needs to happen. And then you rinse and repeat. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. But unfortunately, this is action-based. You have to show up to the party. You have to do stuff. If you don't, shame on you. You're not going to get the results, and you're going to continue to spin your wheels and spin your wheels and spin your wheels, and it's just the way it is. All right, so let me see. I got my other one here. It says low battery, so I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, I do appreciate if you see the video, watch the video, or you see it and you haven't watched the whole thing, watch it, stop it, rewind it, get those golden nuggets to help you. Or if you have questions, you go, what the hell does that mean? Or I like what he said here, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. Or I am going after foreclosures, or this and that, and anything. It doesn't matter. Reach out if it's real estate related. We want to talk with you. We love it. We love real estate, and we love working with people throughout the United States. I am your host, Erick Paul. Right, Amp Live Real Estate Show, 5 days to a deal challenge. Click the link down below, and let's rock and roll. Let's kick some ass. Let's take your life to a new level. Let's get you vibrating at a higher frequency. Let's get you reading, get that mindset rocking and rolling, right? Let's turn you into an expert where you learn the art of the deal, right? Where you can get your closing ratios. If they suck and they're at 10, 20, or 30, we'll get them up there to 40, 50, 60, even 80 if you're awesome. We're all awesome, right? At the end of the day, if you can get them up to 80, close 8 out of 10 deals and get a contract, you are kicking ass, okay? That's our goal. Let's do it. At the same token, remember, franchises don't fail. We're not a franchise. But we do have a licensing program. We could talk about that later on. But our whole concept is to download that information. Muscle memory is everything, because once it's downloaded and it'll be recalled, you have to have mechanisms to recall that stuff. That's what we do. We're the masters at that. We'll help you recall it so you understand it, rinse and repeat, and then kick some ass, right? That's what needs to be done. That's how things work the best, right? And remember, rinse and repeat, consistency, discipline, showing up to the party, That's why McDonald's is so successful. That's why all franchises don't fail. People fail. So we're designed that way, and we're going to move forward with every mechanism so you understand it, and then scale out. Once you start doing deals, put deals back into your pocket or put money back into your pocket. Go celebrate your win. Go to an awesome restaurant, spend $300-500 or more, right? Go do something that you've never ever done with you and your family, and go do it and get a taste of that. Then put the rest of the money and put it into your business and keep on rocking and rolling, right? And keep moving forward, doing deals, moving forward, doing deals. Then start scaling up. Then you get your acquisitions. Then you get your dispo people, right? Build your core of 7, as I say. Get your secretary if you need one, or have your wife or your husband do it, or son or daughter. Then a lead coordinator, right? A transaction coordinator, all that stuff. A marketing person, PR person. Start building out your team, and so you can rock and roll and dominate your area, and then other places if you want to do that. All right. So my goal here for you is to help our fellow Americans throughout the United States. That's my goal. That's my mission. That's our mission. Join the cause and mission. We'd love to have you and work with you. Other than that, signing off, as they say, right? But never gone. We're here. We're approachable, live and uncut, rock and roll. And let's go kick some ass. The weekend is here. So go get it. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.